Om Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya-madhyamam Asmadacharya-paryantam Vande Guru-paramparam. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartribhyo Vamsha Rishibhyo Namo Gurubhyaha. So we were looking at the Ananda Mimamsa, which is the 33rd Vakya, you can say, of the Swayam Jyotir Brahmana. And we have already seen the meaning of this paragraph. Let us look to the Bhashya. So, Yasya Paramanandasya Matra Avayavaha Brahmadibihi Manushya Paryantaihi Bhutaihi Upajivyante. So, the whose Paramananda, correct? Whose Paramananda or who is Paramananda itself, correct? That Paramananda, which is Brahman, and whose Matra, means Matra here is Avayavaha, Bhashyakara says, like a part. Means, really speaking, even this part is like a minuscule or infinitesimal part of it, the Avayava, okay? So, from that only, Brahmadibihi, Manushya Paryantaihi, starting from Brahma onwards, up to the human beings, all the beings, bhutaihi, upajivyante means they are all living off that ananda, okay? Or they are all enjoying only a part of that ananda. Tada, tad ananda matra dwarena matrinam paramanandam adijigamisyan aha means, so we all are enjoying a part of that. Now the Upanishad is trying to reveal to you the whole, because the matra is a avayava or a part. Matrin here is what? The one who is the whole, of whom the part belongs to, correct? That is the matrin or the avayavin. Okay, the avayavi. So here the Upanishad is trying to reveal to you the whole by showing bigger and bigger part, okay? But after a certain point, it has to give up. In fact, it has to just say that it is beyond any counting. It goes beyond any kind of measure, okay? So that which is immeasurable, still it is shown by increasing the measure. Starting from some point, you keep on multiplying it, multiplying it, multiplying it, make it into such a big thing. But even then, what you say, then it is beyond that also. It is immeasurable. That is what you have to understand. So, from the matra, the matrin is to be revealed. The matrin is the Paramananda, which is Brahman itself. And to, with the desire to reveal that or make you know that, the Upanishad said whatever it is said here. And here again, Bhashyakara is giving you an analogy. How? Saindava lavana shakalairiva lavana shailam. So Lavana Shailam means, Shaila means a rock or a mount and all that, you can say, correct? Like a hill. Like we have Shiva Shailam and all that, correct? The names Sri Shailam, Shiva Shailam. So Shaila is basically a rock or a mountain or a hill. Lavana Shailam means it is rock salt, you can say, or a mound of rock or a mound of salt. And now you are trying to understand the mound of salt by looking at the grains, okay, or the whatever. The Shakalaihi here means the small grains or the crystals which are there. So Saindava Lavana Shakalaihi. So through the Shakalaihi, through the grains, you are trying to now understand the salt mound, something like that, he says. Okay. So Sayaha Kaschit Manushyana Madhye Radhaha Samsiddhaha. So again, so how does it start? How does the Upanishad make you understand this? So first it is talking about a Manushya, a human being with whom you can relate. But what kind of a human being? So amongst all the human beings, Manushyana Madhye, Radhaha means somebody who is very successful, okay, very accomplished. Samsiddhaha, Bhashyakara gives the meaning, Again, somebody who is successful and very, very accomplished, means he is educationally also very accomplished. We have to consider here, intellectually accomplished, and even as an ego, as an individual, also very nourished ego, let us say. Accomplished person does not look upon himself as lacking anything, at least relatively. So, such a person is samsiddhaha, radhaha, also avikalaha, means one who does not have any imperfections in his body and all that. Okay. Vikalanga and all we say, correct? Handicapped. So here avikalaha means it is the opposite of that. That means one who does not have any handicaps. Samagra avayavaha ityarthaha means one who is having all the avayavas properly, all the angas bodily, physically also this person is perfect, and even otherwise an accomplished and successful person, and samriddhaha also. Then what else? So this person is physically and mentally and intellectually accomplished, but then he should have the resources to enjoy, correct? That is what is said by the samriddhaha, means upabhoga upakarana sampannaha bhavati, means the upakaranas, the means to enjoy. Upabhoga upakarana sampanna, one who is having all the means to enjoy different things. Okay. So one who is having the resources to enjoy, and further what? Even if you have the resources to enjoy, if somebody does not allow you, if somebody jails you and all that, it is a problem, correct? So, kincha anyesham samana jatiyanam adhipatihi swatantraha patihi, because here the Upanishad says adhipatihi, you can see here, correct? Samriddhaha bhavati, then anyesham adhipati. So the one who is the Lord, okay, like a samrat or a chakravarti and all we say, correct? So one who is overlording other people, again the other people are not some lowly people. Bhashyakara says samana jatiyana, means they are all also equally accomplished people, okay, equally great people, but even amongst them he is the greatest. Okay. So samana jatiyanam adhipatihi swatantraha patihi, one who is completely independent, one who is not under the overlordship of any other human being. And also na mandalikaha, okay, means not not only in a particular mandala or one state or anything like that, not a regional. Mandalika means not a regional leader. Okay, he is like the supreme leader of the universe, let us say. Okay, something like that. So na mandalika, the entire earth. In fact, in Taittiriya Upanishad it says tasyayam prithivi sarva vittasya purna syat, like that it comes in the Taittiriya Upanishad, something like that. So the one who has the entire wealth of the earth at his command. So a person like that, sarvaihi, samastaihi, manushyakaihi iti. So here Upanishad also says, anyesham adhipatihi sarvaihi manushyakaihi. That's why Bhashyakara says, na mandalikaha means he is the overlord of all the human beings. Okay, sarvaihi, samastaihi, everybody. Manushyakaihi iti. Divya Bhoga Upakarana Nivrityartham. Also, Bhashyakara points out an interesting thing here by saying Manushya Kaihi, this person is not having overlordship over Devas and all that, and also he doesn't have access to the Upabhogas, the enjoyments or the means to enjoy whatever the Devas are enjoying. So that is at a totally different level. Okay, the Devaloka, whatever you enjoy there, is higher than whatever you can imagine in the Manushya Loka. So Bhashyakara says, Sarvaihi Manushyakai Bhogaihi Sampanna Tamaha is there. So the one who is having one who is embellished with all the enjoyments which a human being can enjoy. Okay, not the Divya Bhoga Upakarana Nivrityartham, he says, means he doesn't have access to whatever is available in Swarga and other lokas in general. So Manushyanam eva yani bhoga upakaranani taihi. So he has all the bhoga upakaranas, all the means to enjoy which are available for human beings. Sampannanam api atishayena sampannaha sampannatamaha. Because here the superlative degree is there, correct? Sampannatamaha means one who is endowed, means one who is endowed to the maximum. Okay. Atishayena sampannaha. So the one who is endowed with all the resources, all the means to enjoy, and one who has the perfect body, one who has good, we have to include all the senses are all working fine, okay, and mentally also he is accomplished and whatever, not having any issues, intellectually, mentally, physically, everywhere, all accomplished and perfect, and also with all the resources at his command to enjoy here. Such a person, sa manushyanam parama anandaha. Now here Upanishad says paramaha anandaha, like that. That person is the highest ananda among human beings. Now here the word anandaha is used, not anandi. Okay, because the anandin, if you say the one who has the ananda, really the manushya is the one who has the ananda, correct? So Upanishad should have said anandi, but it is saying anandaha. So Bhashyakara has noted down that, and now he's going to say something very interesting. So he says, Tatra ananda anandinoho abheda nirdeshat na arthantara bhutatvam ityetat. So Upanishad, by saying Anandaha instead of Anandi, what is it pointing out then? This Ananda is not a separate dharma, because you can say Anandi only if the Ananda is a separate dharma, which is residing in a dharmi, correct? Who is Anandi. But here, both Ananda and the Ananda itself is not separate from oneself, correct? So that's why Upanishad, instead of using Anandi, directly says Anandaha, Parama Anandaha. Means this Ananda is not separate from yourself. It is not Arthantara Bhuta. Na Arthantara Bhuta, Bhashyakara says. So Arthantara Bhutatvam na means it is not something separate from you. It is not another thing. So we have already seen that happiness or joy is not really an object. If it is an object, everybody can go to market and buy every day, correct? Nobody need to suffer. Neither it is a quality of any object. It is neither an object nor a quality of any object. If you that means the entire objective world is gone, correct? So what it is means then it is only the very nature of the subject alone, correct? Subject alone is left once you have negated all the objects and qualities. Whatever is left is only the subject, which is yourself. So it is this Ananda is not separate from yourself. So he is pointing out that beautifully, and Upanishad itself is pointing out. So Paramanandasya evayam Vishaya Vishayika Akarena Matra Prasita iti Prasiriteti Uktam. So again, already it was said that this Paramananda itself is appearing in the form of both Vishaya and Vishayi. Correct? In the form of Indriya Vishaya and whatever the Vishayi, who is the one who is cognizing all the Vishayas. So in both these ways, this Paramananda alone is basically appearing. Okay. Prasrita itihi uktam, where it was said here before, yatra va anya divasya ityadi vakyena. So previously in 4.3.31 only this was said. So this only appears as though the other. Okay. All the anatma is basically this atma alone is appearing as even the anatma. So this was already pointed out. Therefore, we have to understand that this ananda is not separate from oneself. Therefore, what tasmad yuktaha ayam parama anandaha iti abeda nirdeshaha. So this abeda between the ananda and anandi is proper, and in fact, Upanishad is explicitly pointing it out so that you can understand that. For you to understand only, it is being said like this. It is being pointed out. This nirdesha is given, and this teaching is given basically. And again, such a person, this Manushyanam Parama Anandaha, it is said, who can we look upon for such a person means at least from Bhashyakara's standpoint, he says, Yudhishthiradi tulyaha raja atra udaharanam. Means raja like Yudhishthira who did the whatever the Ashwamedha yajna and all that and Rajasuya yajna, correct? He did the Rajasuya, and one who had after he won the Mahabharata war, he was an unchallenged king who had all the resources under his command, Chakravarti, Samrat. So somebody like that we can understand has this Manushyananda. Then what? Drishtam Manushyanandam Adim Kritva Shatagunottara Uttara Kramena Unniya Paramanandam Yatra Bhedaha Nivartate Tam Adhigamayati. Okay, so now this Manusha Ananda we can understand. Okay, by describing it in a certain way, we have now defined one unit of Manusha Ananda. Now starting from there, Adim Kritva, Shataguna Uttarottara Kramena means you keep on multiplying it by 100 into 100 into 100 like that in a series. Okay, you keep on multiplying by 100. Like that you increase it. Unniya, and then what you take it up so that you go to a certain level where beyond that you cannot even count. Okay, you have reached the Ganita Avadhi, like that Bhashyakara will say later, means whatever the maximum you can count, you have gone beyond that. So you count to a very large number, beyond that it doesn't even register in your mind, correct? After so many zeros, we cannot even understand the magnitude of that, really speaking. So it is, we can call it like a cosmic proportion. Okay. So you reach such a level, and then from there you understand that that is the Paramananda. So to only to show you this Paramananda only, the Upanishad is taking you step by step like that. So it takes you till the time where Yatra Bhedaha Nivartate. So there is no more Taratamya or Bheda, etc. is not there. There is no more division. Okay. You cannot even count. So you go beyond that. So it is showing you that, or it is revealing you that thing so that you can understand like this. Atra ayam anandaha शतगुणोत्तर उत्तरक्रमेण वर्धमानः यत्र वृद्धिकाष्ठाम् अनुभवति यत्र गणितभेदः निवर्तते अन्यदर्शनश्रवणम् अनना अननभावात् अनन sorry अन्यदर्शनश्रवणमनन अभावात् तं परमानन्दं विवक्षन् आह. Okay, so he is explaining this only further. See, atra here, this ananda, which is the Manusya ananda, what Shatagunottara Uttara Kramena Vardhamana. So you keep on increasing by multiplying it by 100, and then by doing that, what at some point what Vriddhi Kashtam Anubhavati means you have increased it so much that it has gone to the maximum amount you can multiply it, and beyond that what Yatra Ganita Bhedaha Nivartate means that you cannot go beyond that. Okay, or basically you have gone to such a level that it is like you have reached the infinity. So you are approaching the infinite. That's what we have to understand. So yatra ganita bhedaha nivartate anya darshana shravana manana bhavat. Why? Because there is nothing other than yourself. Okay. You cannot see or hear or think about anything other. There is no other. Only Atma alone is there. The Ananta Atma alone is there. That Ananta Atma itself is Ananta Ananda. That is the Paramananda. So it is the Ananda Swarupa, and it is the Bodha Swarupa also. It is the Chaitanya Swarupa, Jnana Swarupa, that Ananda. That's what is being revealed here by doing all this multiplication and showing you that it is even beyond all that. Tam Paramanandam Vivakshanah. So keeping that in mind, Upanishad is saying now what it will start multiplying it, the Manushya Ananda. So atha ye Manushyanam evam prakaraha Shatam Ananda Vedaha Sa Ekaha Pitrunam. So now what this you take this Manushya Ananda, which has been already declared, which has been revealed to you in a particular manner, correct? Evam Prakaraha means in a certain manner it has been revealed to you in this manner, which already we saw, like the Manushya Ananda, one who is Radhaha, Samriddhaha, all those things we saw. So that Manushya Ananda, Shatam Ananda Bhedaha means now what? You multiply it by 100, and that is what? Sa Ekaha Pitrinam, that is one Ananda for Pitris. So the Manushya Ananda unit you take, multiply it by 100, that is one Ananda for the Pitris. Tesham Visheshanam Jita Lokanamiti. The Pitris have a Visheshana here. Upanishad is saying, so Ye Shatam Pitrinam Jita Lokanam Anandaha, like that it is said. Means the Pitris are all Jita Lokas. They have won that Pitriloka. Okay. One means they have made effort and gained it. Okay. And what is that? So Bhashyakara will say, Shraddhadi karmabihi pitrun toshayitva tena karmana jitaha lokaha yesham. So the, for whom are the ones who have gained or won this loka by doing shraddhadi karma, by doing all the karma for the pitris. In fact, right now we are in the Mahalaya Paksha, correct? So this is the time to do pitri karma. If you want to go to the pitri loka, some people do Shannavati also. 96 tarpanas they do in a year. Some people do only, or some people do Paksha Tarpana also during the Pitru Paksha, or even you can do Shraddha itself. Every day you can do Shraddha if it is possible, then it is the best during the Pitru Paksha at least, all 16 days, or Hiranya Shraddham you can do, or at least Tarpana you can do. Even that most people don't do. They will do only on some Mahabharani and on the day of their whatever father or somebody who has passed away, etc. So the tithi and some few days alone, some people do maximum. So of course, in whichever way you have to please your pitras, and then by that you have won over that loka. So they are the ones. Te jita lokaha pitaraha. So they are the ones who have won over this pitraloka. Tesham Pitrinam, for those Pitris, what? Jita Lokanam, who have won this Pitriloka, or who have obtained or gained this Pitriloka, who have gone there. Manushyananda Shataguni Krita Parimana Eka Anandaha Bhavati. So, the Manushya Ananda, that you make it 100 times. Shataguni Krita Parimana, and that is the unit for them, or measure. Okay, their one Ananda measure equals the 100 times of Manushya Ananda. And then what? Sopi Shataguni Kritaha Gandharvaloke Eka Anandaha Bhavati. If you multiply that also by 100, so the 100 times of Pitriloka Ananda, the Gandharvaloka Ananda is so much. So those the Gandharvas who are there in the Gandharvaloka enjoy so much. Okay. So you can to this maybe you can try to understand. That means Gandharvas have 10,000 times the Ananda of Manushyas. And then such a Shataguni Kritaha Karma Devanam Eka Anandaha. So even 100 times of the Gandharvas is for the Karma Devas. Okay. So that means it is million. So the 1 million times Ananda for the Karma Devas. And why they are called Karma Deva? That also Bhashyakara explains. Agni Hotradi Shrauta Karmana Ye Devatvam Prapnuvanti Te Karma Devaha. So those who have gained this Deva Padavi, correct? The status of being a Deva, or they have gone to the Deva Loka by doing all the Vaidika Karma, like Shrauta Karma, because we have all the samskaras, correct? In the 40 samskaras itself, lot of Shrauta Karmas are there. Nobody does all that nowadays. Okay. So even nobody even knows what are the 40 samskaras. So in that all kinds of yajnas are there, Paka yajna, etc. So I don't even know whether anybody even has the know-how to do all that. Maybe one or two places they still do all this, and it becomes a news. In fact, so the Shrauta has been totally now replaced by all Smarta and Tantrika upasanas. Correct? Pauranika upasanas, Tantrika upasanas, they are the ones which people know now. All the Shrauta karmas are all almost gone. Okay. So anyway, you do all this Agnihotradi karma, then you gain this devatvam. Such people are called karma devaha because they gain it by doing all this Rauta karma and upasanas. And then tathaiva ajana devanam eka anandaha. Again, 100 times of the karma devas ananda is the ananda of ajana devas. Now, who are these ajana devas? Means ajanataha eva utpatitaha eva ye devaha, means when the srishti started, from that time only they are devas. That means in the previous kalpa itself they have gained so much punya that when this cycle of creation starts, they are born as devas. Okay, they were never born as human being, and then they had to struggle and gain punya and then become deva. All that problem, no, no struggle. Straight away they are born as devas. They are the ajana devas. Okay, ajanataha eva utpatitaha eva ye devaha. They ajana devaha. So they are the ajana devas. Okay, now at this point only, Upanishad is bringing an important thing, correct? See here, so karma devanam anandaha. In fact, here it is not 100 times of karma deva, sorry, because it is simply saying sayekaha ajana devanam anandaha only. Means both karma devas and ajana devas have 100 times of this ananda of the Gandharva Loka, but these people are all devas from the beginning only. From the time the Srishti started, this cycle of Srishti, they are all ajana devas. So, because Bhashyakar also here simply says tataiva, means similar to the karma devas, the ajana devas also enjoy. But here, the Upanishad is introducing what? Yascha shrotriyaha avrijanaha akamahataha. So, even the one who is a shrotriya means what Bhashyakara here? Adhita Vedaha, so one who has done Veda Adhyayana, one who has done Adhyayanam of the Veda, means here Vedanta also is included in the Veda. Okay. Sangha Veda Adhyayanam and Vedanta Adhyayanam also one who has done, and Avrijanaha means one who does not have any papa, at least in this life, one who has not gained any papa, means papam tad rahitaha. Vrijinam means papam, and Avrijana means the one who does not have any papa, means yatoktakari ityarthaha, means one who has done everything as per the Shastra, one who is leading a life as per whatever the Shastra is saying how you should lead the life. Means such a person who is highly matured, who has overcome one's own likes and dislikes, so that you do not have the swabhavika pravritti you have overcome, and you are only doing shastrokta pravritti is there for you. Okay, means you are a yogi already, and you are also done Veda Adhyanam, means you also have done Shravana Manana and all those things we have to understand. And Akamahataha means here, Akamahata means one who has also assimilated whatever. Shrotriya means you have done the Shastra Adhyanam, means Shravana Manana, but then Akamahataha means you also have the Vairagya, correct? Tyaga Vairagyadi. Those are the most important thing to assimilate this, correct? Because why the Akamahataha point is so important? Because Kama means you are looking at yourself as a wanting being. Understand that. Any desire, what does it imply? Means you are incomplete, you are wanting. Because only a wanting person can desire for something else, thinking that by gaining whatever you are desiring, somehow your want is going to get fulfilled. So, any desire implies that you are a limited individual. So, the identification as the individual is still there if you have any desires, in fact. So, the jnanam means what? The jnanam has to show you as the Purna Vastu, correct? Purna Purushaha, Purushaha itself, Purnatvat Purusha, correct? You are a person, but what kind of a person you are? You are complete, you are whole, you do not lack anything. You are the limitless conscious being in whom this entire space-time itself is appearing. The entire Srishti is supported by you. The entire Srishti is born out of you, it is sustained by you, it resolves into you. That Atma is you. That is the identity one should have. If you have that identity, there is no question of any desire or anything. Understand? Because desire itself is born only if you look at yourself as a wanting being, as a limited individual. Therefore, you are desiring for something other than yourself. That too. But the vision of a jnani is what? Sarvatma bhava. Everything is you only. Then what is where is the question of gaining anything or losing anything? Or there is no question of all these things. Correct? There is no question of having any desire really. Of course, that is the view because you are not a karta bhokta. In your own vision, the jnani swanubhava is that aham akarta abhokta aham purnaha atmanyeva atmana tushtaha. I am the source of all happiness. My happiness alone, in fact, every little enjoyment which any being is enjoying in this world is my happiness. In fact, it is not separate from me. Nothing is separate from me, really. That is the vision. So, the one who has that vision cannot have any desire for some limited thing with an idea that somehow it is separate from you also. In fact, so that is why this akama hataha means you have completely assimilated this knowledge, this Vedic vision you have completely assimilated. Then only you are not here. Hataha means literally meaning killed or injured by your desires. So you are not affected by any desire. Any desire cannot touch you really. No desire can even arise. Okay. So that is the jnani. So the akama hataha, one who is not having any desires or one who is not touched by any desires, cannot be touched. Okay. So that person, what he also has the same ananda. Correct? Bhashyakara says Vita Trishnaha here. Akamahataha. Vita Trishnaha means in whom there is no longing for anything. Means binding desires are not there. At least we have to say because Jnani also at least looks normal to the other size, correct? A Jnani also has to have food, has to have some basic things, clothing, a place to stay and all that. Even if nothing is there, also Jnani is not going to worry. If you are really a Jnani, you can stay anywhere. You can live on the road, you can sleep under the tree. You are so free. You don't even need any clothes also. Kaupinavantaha khalu bhagyavantaha, like that. Bhashyakara Shankara has written a Kaupina Panchakam also. Correct? So Moolam Taro Kevalam Ashrayantah. So one who can live under the tree literally. It doesn't matter. Correct? Like that, that is the person. Vita Trishnaha has no binding desires. Okay? No longing for anything. It cannot be there because nothing is separate from me. So where is the question of longing for anything? If I am everything, why should I long for anything, in fact? So that is the vision here. Vita Trishnaha Rajana Devebhyo Arvak Yavantaha Vishayaha Teshu तस्य च एवं भूतस्य आजान देवैः समान आनन्दः इत्येतत् इत्येतद् अन्वाकृष्यते च शब्दात्. Okay. See, what Bhashyakara is saying is the one who is the Shrotriyaha, Avrijinaha and Akamahataha, that person for whom what up to Ajana Devaha, whatever Ananda was said, all those Anandas also he is enjoying, it seems. Okay. All the Vishayas which are available up to the till the Arba means Ajana Devas and below. Below the Ajana Devas, whoever was said, correct, starting from Manushya, Pitra, and Gandharvas, and even up to them, and even the or up to them, because this is before the Devaloka, everything which is there, they have. Okay. Then what further? Tasya cha evam bhutasya ajana devaihi samana ananda. Even the ananda of the equal to whatever is being enjoyed by the ajana devas also this person has. Why? Because the cha shabda is saying this. Yes, cha, like that it is there. Correct? In the original, if you go, the chakara is there. So the chakara is indicating that This person not only has the Ananda of all the others below this Ajana Deva, but also the Ajana Deva's Ananda also he has. So he has up to the Ajana Devas. Okay. Then further what? Cha Shabda is indicating that to us. And then Tat Shataguణीकृत Parimanah Prajapati Loke Eka Anandaha Virat Sharire. No, you make 100 times of that also. That is in the Prajapati Loka. Prajapati is like the Brahmaji, you can say, or the Virat, the total physical, the one who identifies with the entire physical universe is Prajapati. He is the Virat Purushaha, and one who enjoys that Ananda in the Virat Purusha, it is 100 times even the Ajana Devas Ananda. And but what Tata Tad Vijnanavan Shrotriyaha Adita Vedascha Avrijanaha Ityadi Purvavat. Similarly, even the Shrotriya and the Akamahataha also has the Ananda, even the Prajapati also. Okay. Then what? Chataguni Krita Parimana Eka Anandaha Brahma Loke Hiranya Garbha Atmani. Again, here since Prajapati is Virat, Hiranyagarbha is the Brahmaji. We have to say Hiranyagarbha is the Samashti Sukshma, the totality of even the subtle world, and that Hiranyagarbha has even 100 times the Prajapati's Ananda. Okay, his measure of Ananda is 100 times even Prajapati, and again Yascha Ityadi Purvavadeva, again even the Shrotriya, Avrijinaha, Akamahata also has the Ananda of Brahmaji also. And then what? After that, what? Ataf param ganita nivritti Bhashyakara says. After that, you can't count. Even already we have counted 100 into 100 into 100, so many 100. It has gone beyond billions or 100 billion and all that. 100 billion and things like that, or 1 trillion. Like that, you can keep going. But after some time, in fact, our head will spin, correct? After so many zeros, you cannot even visualize how big it is. So it has gone beyond your your appreciation of bigness itself, means it is infinite, it is limitless. That is the ganita nivritti. You can't count more than that. Yesha paramaha ananda ityukta. That is the paramananda. The limitless ananta ananda is the paramananda. For that there is no measure. It is the it is the limitless ananda. Yasya cha parama anandasya brahma lokadi anandaha matraha. And this paramananda is the whole, correct? That is why we started from the Manushya Ananda onwards, and we went to Brahma Loka Ananda, which is the maximum which we can count. But even that Brahma Loka Ananda also is only an infinitesimal part of that. Okay. Like even he gives another analogy here. Udadheriva Viprushaha means Viprushaha means a drop. Udadehe means an ocean. So the Brahmananda is like a drop, but Paramananda is really the ocean. In fact, the ocean we cannot even see completely. Correct? You go to the sea or the beach, you can see only up to the horizon where the earth is curving. Correct? After that, also ocean is there. Ocean is something we cannot even see completely. Okay, nowadays we have some satellite photos and all that, and from a high up angle, you still have a bigger vision and all that. But in general, you cannot even visualize it completely. That big it is, means it has gone beyond your measure of or your idea of any measure, basically. But this is a drop, and that from the drop only we have to understand the total. Okay. So evam shata gunottara uttara vriddhi upeta anandaha yatra ekatam yanti yascha shrotriya pratyakshaha. So in this manner, what you multiply by 100 and keep on increasing it, it grows, correct, by multiplying by 100. And then by that, what you arrive at this Ananda, where everything becomes one, because there is no more a second thing. It is so big. This Ananta means what? Basically, here there is no second thing. It has encompassed everything. It has become so big. It is Ananta. Everything is this Atma alone. There is no second thing only, and therefore this Ananda is the limit. Is the or it has gone beyond the limit. We have to say it is the maximum you can reach. It is avadhi. Okay, you have reached the avadhi means you have reached the boundary or whatever. Beyond that, it is all, it is only this limitless. And there it is only one also. Yatra ekatam yanti yascha shotriya pratyaksha, and that is the direct anubhava of the shrotriya. The shrotriyam brahmanishtam, when we say, the one who is established in this Brahman means one who knows oneself as this limitless being, limitless source of happiness, correct? So you recognize yourself as this limitless source of happiness. That Shrotriya, for him, this is Pratyaksha, means it is direct knowledge. Okay. Atha yesha eva samprasada lakshanaha parama ananda. And this is the one which is similar to, or which is like the samprasada lakshanaha, means what? Even in deep sleep, it is there, correct? In deep sleep also, there is no second thing. And that is the most desirable thing for everybody. The sleep, in sleep state, even though in waking you may have all kinds of problem, if you go into deep sleep, it is the same for everybody. There is no, at least there is no dukkha. There is no dukkha lesha, and it is only sukha swarupa. In fact, for everybody, deep sleep is sukha swarupa, and this paramananda is samprasada lakshana, means it is like deep sleep only. And tatra hi na anyat pashyati. So there you don't see anything other than yourself. Na anyat shrinoti, you don't hear anything other than yourself. And therefore it is bhuma. This bhuma vidya comes in the chandogya. And in the also yatra anyat pashyati sa alpam, like that it says in the chandogya. So if you see anything other than yourself, then you are also limited. Whatever you see also is limited. Correct? The object limits the subject, and subject limits the object. There is only limitation if you see anything other than yourself. But if you don't see anything other than yourself, that is bhuma, that is limitless again, that is ananta. And therefore bhumatvat amritaha, means because your atma is bhuma, it is also immortal, means it is beyond space time. You are not somebody who is existing in space time, correct? All the problems are there because you think you are an individual in space time, but reality is that space time is in you. That is your reality. So that is what you have to appreciate. So if you appreciate that, then you are amritaha, you are the immortal being. Itare tad viparita. Otherwise what? Otherwise, otherwise only you are not wise. If you are wise, you are immortal. Otherwise, you are mortal. Further, atra cha shrotriyatva avrijinatve tulye akamahatatva kritaha visheshaha ananda shataguna vriddhi hetuhu. Here also Bhashyakara is pointing out some interesting thing. He says this Shrotriyatva Avrijinatvam can be common for everybody because even here there is a Taratamya Bhashyakara is seeing, because when you talk about Ajana Deva, at that level also we are talking about Shrotriya and the Avrijinaha and Akamahataha. Then 100 times that Prajapati Ananda is there. There also we talk about this same. So what Bhashyakara is saying is, then how do we then say it is there here also, and 100 times of that also again you are talking about the one who is Shrotriya and Avrijinaha and Akamahata. So what is the difference in the gradation? So you are talking about a gradation. The gradation can only come in Akamahatattvam, he says. Because the Shrotriya Avrijinatvam has to be constant for everybody. It is the same. The one who has done Shastra Adhyayana and one who is also leading a life of Shastrokta, not your own whatever. Okay, you don't lead your life according to your natural tendencies, but you have overcome that and you are living your life according to what the Shastra has said, and you have also done the Adhyayanam, Vedanta Adhyayanam, etc. That is common for everybody. But what can evolve, what can have gradation is your assimilation of that. The more you assimilate that, you have more vairagya, it means, correct? You are not affected, you don't look upon yourself at any time as an individual. Means then you are sahaja. This aham brahmasmi has become sahaja for. But other times, sometimes if you are not alert, you are still in the process of assimilating it, means you can have, you can fall back into the individuality, correct? It is really a fall only. Okay. So there can be gradation in that alone. Bhashyakara is pointing out beautifully here. So he says, so, uh, so I think, where were we? Atra etani. Okay, here. Akama tattva kritaha visheshaha ananda shataguna vriddhi hetu. Okay, so the ananda shataguna vriddhi hetu from Ajanaja Deva to Prajapati to Brahmaji, and then further Paramananda we say, correct? Now all these gradations can only be possible because of the level of Vairagya you have, okay, or the level of assimilation we have to say. So atra etani sadhanani shrotriyatva avridinatva akamaha tatvani tasya tasya anandasya praptau arthat abhihitani. Okay, so these basically what Bhashyakara is saying is this for the this shrotriyatvam, avridinatvam and akamaha tattvam, they are the sadhanas for you to gain ananda. Okay. So, like even the Agnihotradi karma. So, yatha karmani Agnihotradini devanam devatva prapta. So, if you want to become a deva, you have to do all the Agnihotradi Shrauta karma. That is the sadhana for that. But for the ananda which is talked about, for the Shrotriyam and the Akamahata, they are the sadhana. And even there, the Taratamya can only be there in the Akamaha Tattva. That's what Bhashyakara is pointing out. So tatra cha shrotriyatva avrijinatva lakshane karmani adhara bhumishwapi samane means, see, the shrotriyatvam avrijinatvam should be the common from the, even from the Ajana Deva level onwards. Adhara bhumishu means lower levels, you can say they are common. And what iti na uttara ananda prapti sadhane abhyupeyate means, for you to have 100 times of Ajana Deva's ananda for a Shrotriya, he is still Shrotriya and Avrijinaha. But what makes him his ananda 100 times of Ajana Deva and goes up to Prajapati, or 100 times of Prajapati and goes up to Brahmaloka, or even 100 times of that, or even beyond that, means all that is dependent on the Akamaha Tattvam. That is what he is saying. The Shrotriyatva, Avrijinatva cannot be increased or it cannot change. That is same. Okay. So there it is not a, for the Uttara Ananda from Ajana Deva onwards, the Shrotriyatva and Avrijinatva remain same. Akamaha Tattvam alone is increasing. So Akamaha Tattvam to Vairagya Taratamya Upapatte. So the Akamaha Tattvam depends on how much Vairagya you have. Okay. And you gain it, the more Vairagya you have, more Akamaha Tattvam, more Ananda. So Uttara Bhumi Ananda Prapti Sadhanam iti avagamyate. Therefore, that is the one which is the sadhana or the means for increasing your Ananda more and more and more. The more Vairagya you have, because more Vairagya means you are not looking at yourself as a limited wanting being. If you never look at yourself as a limited wanting being, means you are always Brahman alone. That means the maximum Ananda. So that is the only factor for you. So in fact, so from this, what do you understand? Anytime you desire for anything, keep in mind, you have to be alert that you are looking at yourself as a wanting person. So if that knowledge is there in the background, and if you can even bring it to the foreground, means you are alert, then you are not falling for anything. Okay, that is the beauty. The more Vairagya you have, more Ananda. You don't have to worry about anything. So Sayesha Paramaha Anandaha Vitrishna Shrotriya Pratyakshaha Adhikataha. So this Paramananda, finally the Paramananda means you have complete Vairagya. Total Vairagya means Vitrishna means you don't have any Trishna at all, any longing, and you are anyway Shrotriya and Avrijinaha, and for that person, Pratyakshaha Adhikataha, Bhashyakara says, it is your Vidvat Anubhava. It is your direct knowledge. That is the jnani's anubhava. That is Jivan Mukti also. Okay. Tata cha Vedavyasaha. Vedavyasa also has said the same thing. What? Yacha kama sukham loke yacha divyam mahat sukham Krishna Krishna kshaya sukhasya yete na arhata shodasim kalam. So in the Mahabharata, in the Moksha Dharma, see the Moksha Dharma portion of Mahabharata is completely Atma Vidya. Okay. In fact, maybe at some other time, I am even thinking of taking some classes on that. We'll see. It's beautiful. The Moksha Dharma portion of Mahabharata. So he's quoting from there. And Vyasa is saying what? Whatever the Kama Sukha, the pleasures which you can enjoy here in this loka, or even Divyam Mahat Sukha, great divine enjoyment in Devaloka, etc. All that is not even 1/16th, he says. Sodashim Kalam na arhata. It is not fit to be even 1/16th of what? Krishna Kshaya Sukasya, one who does not have any longing for anything for Jnani. Is not even the Jnani's Ananda is so great. Even all these things are not even 1/16th. They are not even one matra. Okay, that is what even Vyasa is saying here in the Moksha Dharma. So, Yesha Brahma Lokaha, He Samrat. So, this is the Brahma Loka, He king. For you, your Brahma Eva Lokaha. This is here. Okay, this is your Brahma Loka. You have understood the Paramananda. That is the Brahma Loka. Itiha Uvacha Yajnavalkya. Yajnavalkya said this. And then what? Soham evam anushishtaha bhagavate tubhyam sahasram dadami gavam. So the one who has been taught in this manner by you, hey Bhagavan, for you tubhyam, I am giving now sahasram. Sahasram here is 1,000 cows. I am giving you. And then what? Ta urdvam. After this, vimokshaya eva bruhi. Again teach me about this moksha. He says, iti vyakhyatam etati. This has been already uh, done in previously also. He keeps giving 1,000 cows, correct? This is not the first time he is given the 1,000 cows. The same dialogue Janaka has already said, and Bhashyakara has already written commentary on that. So you can refer to that, he says. And after this what? Traha vimokshaya ityasmin vakye yajnavalkya vibayan chakara pitavan. Oh, once Janaka said this, that you again for the purpose of moksha, you tell me more, correct? Like this, he said. On hearing this sentence, what? Yajnavalkya had a fear. He became afraid. Vipayan Chakara means Bhitavan. He became frightened. Why? Yajnavalkyasya Bhaya Karanam Aha Shruti. Shruti itself tells what is the Bhaya Karana for Yajnavalkya. Na Yajnavalkyaha Vaktritva Samartya Bhavad Bhitavan. So he is not afraid because he thinks that he cannot answer Janaka. It's not because that, or he's ignorant or something, correct? Ajnanatva. So neither the fear is not due to the fact that he's ignorant or he thinks that further if if Janaka asks, I cannot answer or anything like that. But then what? Kim tarhi medhavi raja sarvebhyaha mantebhyaha it is there. Bhashakara is separating it as ma antebhyaha. Ma is mom here. Antebhyaha means what? Prashna nirnaya avasanebhyaha udaraut seat means avrunot avarodham kritavan ityartha means here. But why he is afraid? Because this Medhavi Raja, the Raja who is so intelligent, smart, and what does he do? He is even though I have answered all his questions, correct? So Prashna Nirnaya Avasanebhya means after I have answered all the questions, also his questions, he does not leave me. Correct? Udaraut seat means Avranot means he's constraining me or detaining me, something like that. So he doesn't allow. See, Yajnavalkya thought, no, I have answered all his questions, so I can go. But Janaka is not allowing. He says, tell me more about moksha. He's not allowing him to go. And Yajnavalkya has given him a vara. He cannot do anything. Kama Prashnaha, he has given already to Janaka, correct? And Janaka is not letting him go. He is constraining him. So that is his fear now. And in fact, further, why he is afraid? He says, Bhashakara, yad yat maya nirnitam prashna rupam vimokshartham Tattat ekadeshatvena eva kama prashnasya grihitva means Janaka, whatever answer he hears about this moksha, all that he is taking it as only one. Ekadesha means what? One part. He is not understanding that he has completely, it has been taught like that. He is not yet, at least he is not thinking that I have now understood the subject matter completely. Still, I have something more to learn. So, like this only he is thinking, correct? So, he is thinking that he has only learned a part of whatever is to be learned regarding this moksha, and therefore, what? Punaha punaha mam paryanu yunkaha eva. So, he keeps again and again, he is asking me, okay, why? Because of his own medhavitvam, because he is so intelligent and he is so, also it shows his mukshutvam and jignasa, his thirst for knowledge, his thirst for moksha. That medhavitvam here is that only. It is showing his basically that he wants to know everything which Yajnavalkya has. That is his fear. No, he will learn everything from him. So ityetat bhaya karanam. This is the bhaya karana. Why? Sarvam madiyam vijnanam kama prashna vyajena upaditsati iti means because I have given him this freedom to ask me any question, whatever he desires. Using that, he will try to learn everything from me. He will try to gain everything from me. That is his fear. Okay, now the next Vakya is coming that we'll see in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಗುರುಜಿ. ಜಸ್ಟ್